The season 17 of SnowRunner took us to Zordania and gave us one region with 2 maps, 81 missions, and 2 new trucks. For a region with 2 maps, you need to complete many missions. 81 missions is a lot of missions to complete in this region, but actually you need to complete even more missions because they introduced something new to SnowRunner with this season. A type of mission called work site. Now, what are these work sites? You remember for many broken bridges or many roads that was blocked, you needed to complete a task in order to either fix the bridge or get rid of the rocks blocking the road. Now, those missions are the work sites. There is a big difference between the work sites and normal tasks. When you want to 100% complete a region, you need to complete every single task in that region. But these work sites don't count as a mission. So if by completing one of these work sites, you will get access to a road that you don't really care, you don't need to complete that work site. Overall, by completing a work site, you will get access to a better road, a better route for delivering cargo. But if you don't complete them, they're not going to have any effect on your progression. As you can see right here, I have 100% completed this region, and there are still work sites around the region that I haven't completed. And this was such a good idea in my opinion because sometimes in other regions like North Carolina, you get to these roadblocks or these broken bridges that you don't really care about. But because I wanna complete the region 100%, I have to complete that task. Otherwise, I'm not going to use those roads like in a million years. Now with the work sites, I don't need to complete them. I really like these work sites, but if I could ask for one thing, I wish I could track what I needed to deliver. Right now, you cannot track what you need to deliver for the work sites. You have to keep opening the map and see what you need. And something else that was different with the work sites, for some of them, you don't even need a cargo. You need fuel or repair parts, or it could be a mix of them. For example, some fuel and repair parts and one consumables. Now, for the region Zordania, the maps in this region, the road network, the environment, the missions, everything. Overall, I'm gonna tell you this, Zordania is one of the best regions in a SnowRunner. Truly, really one of the best. So at first when I was scouting around in this region gave me Almaty region vibes. The environment was kinda similar to Almaty region. But the more I played this region, especially when I went to the second map and I explored the second map and I started delivering cargoes and completing the missions, this region gave me like old SnowRunner vibes, like Michigan vibes. Not driving non-stop on tarmac, not being buried in mud or snow, like not driving in 20 meters of snow or mud, not crawling all the time, just cool dirt roads that give you that off-road feeling that I want to get from SnowRunner from time to time. But it doesn't end here. In order to keep the region very exciting and keep you on the edge of your seat, they created these dangerous roads, these narrow roads that one mistake when you're driving on them, you could fall off a cliff and just completely have to start from the beginning. Those roads were some of the best roads that I think were ever designed in this game. And this is the type of difficulty I'd like to see in SnowRunner. Not regions like Amur. What am I supposed to do in Amur? Crawl in snow for 40 hours? Let's see who can press down the W key better than the others. What am I supposed to do in there other than just crawl non-stop? This was maybe the most thrilling region in the entire game. This is why this region, in my opinion, was so perfect. They designed it in a way that it's not so difficult and so unforgiving that is irritating, but it's not so boring or dull that you don't want to even play it. You are really engaged with the game. You are really engaged with the driving, the feeling you get when you're driving. You are really, really careful when you're driving on these roads. It's just, perfection. This is how I can explain the roads in this region. And the different areas they created and where they put those areas on the map was also amazing. Really, really, really good. I loved the areas they created in this region, like Little Switzerland or that area with the solar panels or the farming fields. It was really good. And this change of pace when you go from the second map to the first map and the first map to the second map was really good. The first map, you have access to more paved roads, you have access to more, highways, and you can drive faster. Second map is more dangerous roads and you have to be careful and you really, really need to don't mess up. But it doesn't even end here. In the second map, you can complete some of the contracts and you're going to basically look at the railroad in the second map as a highway. So instead of just non-stop driving on these dangerous roads and getting irritated by these roads, they created the railroad in a place that you can use it as your highway, but you can't drive that fast on it, but it's good. And in my opinion, the road network and just the roads they designed in this map, I think is the best in the entire game. They are amazing, like really, really good. And I take a dangerous road that is thrilling and exciting over something boring and annoying like Yukon any day of the week. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not a fan of driving in 45 meters of snow or mud anymore. I'm just really done holding down one button and be like, yes, this is incredibly fun. In regions like Amur or regions where you need to drive in mud or snow all the time and crawl, you can just put a weight on the W key of your keyboard and just go for 15 minutes, do something else, go read a book or something. You're not going to really miss anything. It's just going to be the same for you. But this Zordania, this is just fun. This is exciting. This is really cool. And sometimes you get to these heights and you can see like half of the map from there. And wow, it looks so amazing. And the challenges you face in this region, the answer to all those challenges is not Zig 605R or Zig 612H or some monstrosity of a truck. You just need to be creative and use the tools you have, and usually you're going to overcome the challenge. Now, for the missions, I'm just gonna at first talk about the good things. What I really liked about the missions in this region is you kind of do many different things. Or not maybe doing different things, yes, at the end of the day you're delivering cargo, but you're not delivering the cargo all the time to the same places. Because they created so many different areas, you're going to visit all those different areas and deliver cargoes to all those different areas, like villages, farming fields, temples, or like these accident sites on the railroad, all the different parts of the map, you're going to deliver something to there. And something else that I really like that is not like mostly about the missions, but I guess I'm just gonna mention it right now. For crafting wooden planks or medium planks, you need logs, but you're not limited to only one type of log. For wooden planks, you can go for short logs, medium logs, or long logs. And for medium planks, you can go for medium logs or long logs. The only difference is the bigger the log you're using is, the more wooden planks or medium planks you're going to get. And this is so good and makes sense. If medium logs work for medium planks, then long logs has to work for medium planks too, and same thing goes for short logs and wooden planks. Now, a couple of the things that I didn't like about this region. First one is I think there are just too many missions in this region. Now, having too many missions maybe at first is not a bad thing. You'll be like, why, having too many missions is bad? Well, the reason why I say that is because for some of the missions or some of the places, you just need to visit them so many times and it gets repetitive. For example, the temple was one of those places. You needed to drive there, I think, 3 or 4 times at least to deliver everything. And it wasn't really a fun thing to do, just driving on the same roads 4 times in a row. Or, you needed so much fertilizer. Like, you needed fertilizer for everything in this region. Like, any mission, any task, or any work site, or any contest needed fertilizer. And not like 1 or 2 fertilizer, 281 fertilizers. I don't know why they needed so many fertilizers, man. And for these repetitive missions, you just have to drive on the same roads all the time. It's not like you have many options, but it's just not that fun. At least, thankfully, not all of those missions, like 80% of the missions were okay. And since they added the work sites in the game in this region, they really wanted to make sure you're going to see them, because they added like 431 work sites around the entire region. Like, I mean, how many work sites do we need? All right, we saw the new thing. It's really cool. I wish I could track them, but it's fine. It's a really cool thing. I see it. Don't add them everywhere. And the last thing is the bugs, which hopefully they are gone, because I saw in the patch notes they fixed them. Some of the cargoes used to get stuck in the loading area if you wanted to manually load the cargo. And if you wanted to manually load the freezers, then the moment you spawned that cargo, the entire building used to disappear. And the entire building disappeared until they released that update. Like, I fixed that building and I was like, wow, this building looks really cool, man. Such a cool cutscene. And then 2 missions later, I used one of those freezers. I wanted to manually load them. Boom, the entire building is gone until they released the update. Now it's back. Now, for the trucks they released in this season. Before I talk about those trucks, 2 trucks I want to mention. First one, Avonhorn A15. Avonhorn A15 is so good, it's unbelievable. It's just really good. I had to say it. Avonhorn A15 is so good, it's genuinely unbelievable. Second thing, if you didn't notice, they added a new engine for the Slater Chimera, and this truck right now is so much better than what it used to be. If you have the Slater Chimera, make sure you give it a shot, because it's so much better with the new engine. Now, for the trucks released in this season, we got 2 of them. One is a heavy-duty truck and the other one is an off-road truck. But to be honest, both of them feel like an off-road truck. The heavy-duty truck is the Voron G5352. And, at this point, I don't know what I'm supposed to say about the new trucks in this game. It's just good, they are just good trucks. I can't really say anything. This truck is a heavy-duty truck, but it has really good ground clearance. It's incredibly capable. I mean, it's unbelievable how capable this truck is and how fast this truck can go through deep mud. It feels like this truck just have access to extra grip. I mean, Voron G is genuinely good. There is nothing I can say. It has a big fuel tank, 380 liters of fuel in that fuel tank. You have extra fuel on the roof rack. It's not even that fuel thirsty. You have access to pretty much every single add-on in the game. You have access to 2 cranes. I mean, you have it. What do you want? You have it. You have it. Voron G. The other truck is Jiangsu RX600. Really cool truck, to be honest. It's similar to Tega 6436 and the Western Star 47X NF1424. Usually I use those trucks with a crane and saddle low, and I would recommend the same for the RX600. Go for a crane and a saddle low, and you can attach a semi-trailer to your truck, and it's a really good truck for that combo. It's a stable truck. The fuel tank is not that big, but it's a very fuel efficient truck. The all-wheel drive is switchable, so you can save more fuel when you're on tarmac. And you have access to extra fuel on the roof rack. And the performance of this truck is good. It's genuinely really good. So overall, both of these trucks are really good choices. The Jiangsu RX600 works really well with a crane and a saddle low, and Voronezh works really good with everything that you want. Like, doesn't matter what you want, Voronezh is a good choice. So overall, I think season 17 of SnowRunner, the Zordania region, is one of the best in the entire game. I really believe in that. I really enjoyed my time in this region, and I just cannot believe the same group of people who created this region, which is incredibly good, created season 16 Washington too. Like, Washington wasn't really just awful. I don't know what happened between these two regions, but whatever it is, I really like it and I support it. That's it for today's video. I see you in the next one.